Hey guys, welcome back. So, we have a lot to talk about. Update on the monkeypox. I did get the monkeypox vaccine, and the reason why I got it is because I saw the TikToks and the Instagram reels of the folks with the craters and the pimples and the blisters on their faces, and I said, nope, pump me up. I don't want it. I don't even want. Nope. I cannot afford to be locked up in this damn house, hiding my face for 4 weeks. I'm not going to do it. That scared the hell out of me. So I say, yeah, I'm definitely willing to drive an hour away to get this damn shot. That shit is scary. It is scary. So let me know how you guys feel about that. And then they said, it's really bad for the gay male community. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not trying to take no risks out here. So yeah, give me that shot. So let me know how y'all feel about that. And then another thing that I wanted to share with you guys is I am now on TikTok and Instagram Reels, okay? I love the fact that on Instagram Reels and TikTok, the discoverability factor for creators is a lot greater than I think it is on YouTube. I think they make it easier for creators to be discovered. So now I'm on TikTok and Reels, and I've been obsessed, you guys, okay? So I'll go ahead and put up a screenshot of my TikTok and all of that great stuff. At House of Aaron. My Instagram is at House of Aaron as well. Links will be in the description box. You guys go ahead and join the Instagram and the TikTok family ASAP, immediately, ASAP after this. All right. Now, just getting straight into the tea. Selling Sunset, they are about to start filming for season 6 and season 7. I'm super excited because you guys know that Selling Sunset is my white Netflix guilty pleasure. I absolutely love it. I'm obsessed. I really hope that they bring Christine Quinn back. If they're smart, they will chronicle Christine's life as she opens up her brokerage. And then her brokerage and the Oppenheim Group brokerage can compete for listings, because without Christine Quinn, what is this show? Thank God they brought in Chelsea, because if not for Chelsea, there would be no opposition. There would be no storylines. Everybody would be getting along. I don't want to see everyone kiss Chrishell's ass. So I'm really hoping, fingers crossed, that they bring back my girl, Christine Quinn. With that also being said, they have 2 new hires, 2 new cast members, Bree TC and another young lady by the name of Young. Okay. We have Bree TC and Nicole Young. Nicole Young is an experienced real estate agent who's been with the Oppenheim Group for a while now. And I believe Bree TC is new to the Oppenheim Group. And I would assume that she is, a new agent as well, stepping into real estate for the first time. Bree TC is actually one of the baby moms of Nick Cannon. I find that to be really interesting. So I'm excited to see that. I did like a little deep dive on her Instagram page, and she's a really gorgeous woman, an Instagram model type. And I've noticed that she already has Selling Sunset in her bio. Now that's how you clear a bitch. Okay, that is how you clear a bitch. You go ahead, you be strategic about the situation, you be calculated, and girl, you make your coins. Okay, she said, I don't want to just be an Instagram model for the rest of my days. I can't be an Instagram model for the rest of my days. So I'm going to join this damn show. I'm going to get my real estate license. I'm going to become a reality TV star and a real estate agent in LA, honey. And I'm going to sell some $1 million homes, and I'm going to make some money. And I'm not going to depend on Mr. Nick Cannon for the cash at all moments in time. Okay. Because don't he have like 9 baby moms and 10 babies? I mean, I'm just saying. So that's Selling Sunset. Let's see. Let's talk Kim Kardashian and Pete Davidson. They broke up. I never thought that they were really going to last anyways. They were a cute couple, very different from Kanye West. I was kind of shocked when they announced that they were together. I'm like, okay, that's different. But then my first thought was, what is it about Pete Davidson that got Ariana Grande and Kim Kardashian all up in arms? That is crazy to me. It has to be the dick. It has to be. It has to be the peen, because what else? What is it? It's not just the personality. The personality can only take you so far. It's got to be the mixture of the personality, the jokes, and the peen. And I want to date Pete Davidson. Okay. Like how everybody else has dated Pete Davidson, because I want to see what is up. Like, what is really going on? So yeah, I don't think nobody thought that they were ever going to be in a long lasting situation. This woman just got out of like an 8-9 year relationship. She's had 4 or 5 kids with this rapper. He moved across the street. He's a little bit crazy. She's so intertwined with him because they have kids together and businesses and their public persona and image. You know, that's intertwined and they're just so associated with each other. So she has a lot going on, a lot to unpack, a lot of therapy hours to get through. She wants to be a lawyer. She has kids to take care of. She has Skims and she's a billionaire and she has Yeezy and all of that stuff. She's the face of Balenciaga. You know, this woman is busy and I didn't think that, Pete, that was cute for the time being. But I don't think anybody saw that really lasting like that. So that was a good run, Pete. But, he'll find him somebody else. Right. I feel like Kim Kardashian, I see her with an older man. I don't know. Like, I kind of felt like her and Kanye were like the perfect couple. Maybe they'll get back together, but I doubt it. Because there was an episode of The Kardashians where Kim was apologizing profusely, talking about I'm so sorry that I put you guys through that situation. Because y'all know Kanye every once in a while would get on Instagram and be like, Larsa, Kris Jenner, Caitlyn, Kendall, Tristan, Travis, Drake. All right. So, yeah, shout out to them. A breakup is always kind of a sad thing, but all great things come to an end, I guess, unfortunately. What else do I want to talk about before we get into the Housewives? Teresa's wedding. Let's get into Teresa's wedding. So, Teresa got married to Louis over this past weekend, and let me start off with the positive, child. Louis looked great. The wedding was very pretty. The reception was really gorgeous. It looked really fun. Okay, so we got the positive out there. I can't wait to see it on TV. But with that being said, I hate to rain on her parade. I don't want to be mean, but I cannot get off this damn couch without saying all this. Why did Teresa wear her hair like that? Why did Teresa do her hair? Like, who told her to wear her hair in that style? I was very flabbergasted and shocked and appalled. I'm like, the one day you wanted to experiment with this big ass bee's nest, you do it on your wedding day? Like, sis, from a fashion perspective, from a styling perspective, I ain't like that. But she looked beautiful regardless. Listen, I'm trying not to be shady. I'm trying to tell the truth without being shady about it. You had Chanel Ayan there, which I was very confused at because I'm like, how does Chanel know Teresa well enough to be invited to this little shindig? I didn't understand that at all. But we had Lonnie Love there. Kenya Moore hair care, who looked really gorgeous. I was shocked that Chanel Ayan didn't come in like a whole big ensemble. She had like this silk cocktail dress with like a blazer and like this crossbody thing going on. And I'm like, okay, you showed up to Caroline Stanberry's thing all. So was that like, were you being shady with Caroline Stanberry? Or do you really not dress up like that on a regular basis? You were just doing that for the show? Like, I'm really confused. Like, it was giving basic. How does she talk? It's giving basic. I'm never basic. We're never basic, darling. When you showed up at that girl wedding, it was definitely giving basic. Anyways, she looked great, though. There was a picture. Ugh, I hate to talk about it. Should I bring this up? There was a picture. I'll go ahead and post a picture. And if you guys can let me know what I noticed, then let me know in the comments down below, Joe. But yeah, Lonnie Love was there. Kenya was there. Cynthia Bailey was there looking gorgeous as always. Dorinda was there. That's all that I could remember. So y'all let me know how y'all felt about that. I did not see Andy Cohen, so that's interesting. Apparently there's some drama between Teresa Giudice, Louis, Melissa Gorga, and Joe Gorga, where Melissa and Joe, the brother and the sister-in-law, they did not appear at the wedding. Somehow, some way, they think that Teresa betrayed them. She said something that was quote unquote unforgivable by people.com. I'm looking at it right now. Teresa, Giudice, and Louis, their wedding was on Saturday, and her brother, Joe, and the sister-in-law, Melissa, were not there due to a troubling blowout the foursome had at the Real Housewives of New Jersey season 13 taping days prior. Are we shocked? Are we surprised? Absolutely not. We know Teresa does not care for them peoples. Okay, even though that's her brother, I think the only reason why she clings on to him is because that's the last standing family member that she has besides her own children. And now that she has a husband, a man of her own, again, it's like, I don't need you. I don't need your little stank ass. People previously confirmed on Friday that the Gorgas would not be attending the Giudice and Ruela's nuptials, though questions as to just what happened remained up in the air at the time. Two sources now tell People exclusively what was behind their absence, explaining that Joe and Melissa had been planning on attending the wedding up until Thursday night when false rumors about their marriage surfaced as the cameras rolled. Chile. Teresa's part in the matter and Louis' behavior amid their back and forth ultimately changed the Gorgas' mind. Teresa betrayed them in a way that's unforgivable, one source reveals. They're not going to celebrate Teresa's new marriage when all she does is try to tear their marriage apart. Am I the only one that's tired of this back and forth between Teresa, her sister-in-law, and the brother? Am I the only one that's sick of that? Like, when does this melodrama end? When is this saga going to come to an end? Like, why did they get rid of Jackie and not Melissa? Like, this same old beef. Why don't we ever complain about this beef? Why don't the New Jersey fans boycott to put a stop to this beef? The Atlanta fans can't stand this same old stale regurgitated beef between Marlo and Kenya and Portia and Nene and Kenya. Kenya versus everybody. When the beef gets stale, we be like, okay, we get it. Melissa and Teresa and the brother have been beefing since they got on the damn show. They were beefing in real life before they even joined the show. Are the New Jersey fans not sick of this? Like, y'all, we just gonna watch a sibling rivalry for 10 years with no sort of resolution? Like, the shit is old. Anyways. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into some things when it comes to Atlanta. There's a picture of Sheree. I have no clue if it's old or new. I'm just going to assume that it's newish. She's in Huntsville, supporting a small black business in Huntsville, which leads me to believe that she's there visiting her alleged boyfriend, Martell. Which, Sheree, the jig is up. Hold on, y'all. The jig is up, Sheree. The jig is up. Kandi exposed it. Funky Dineva exposed it. We caught on it before Funky and Kandi even said a word. It looked staged how they caught up with you at the Med Spa in Sandy Springs, Georgia, because TMZ or any other paparazzi is just walking around Sandy Springs, Georgia, just waiting to see a Georgia peach. Maybe I'll run into T.I. or Tiny today. Maybe I'll run into Tamika or the other one. Maybe I'll run into Kandi or Marlo, or maybe even Sheree. Maybe we'll catch up with Andre Dickens or Keisha Lance Bottoms or some shit. Like, what? No. So yeah, we were catching on to it, but you know what I'm starting to think? I think I've been very naive about Sheree. Remember when Bob Whitfield came back to the show, I think in like season 9 or 10 or something like that, and they were considering like dating again? I felt like, damn, like Sheree be putting herself in these situations to be embarrassed. But now I'm starting to think that Sheree be in on the embarrassment. I be watching the TV show like, damn, this is embarrassing. But I think Sheree's embarrassing herself on purpose to capitalize off of these. I think she's trying to capitalize off of these embarrassing situations. Did she really want to be with Bob Whitfield, or did she just need a storyline? Did she really want to be with Tyrone, or did she just want a storyline? I feel like she was in on the grifting. She was dating a grifter and she was in on the grifting. Does she really like Martell, or is she colluding with this man for publicity? Is Sheree really this naive to be embarrassed and used this many times without receiving any of the benefits of this? Like, oh no. Oh no. Anyways, moving right along, Marlo Hampton appeared on Access Hollywood's Nightcap, and she basically is walking back her claims that Kandi Burruss Tucker is a hoe. Okay, remember she was at the Jamaican Mon dinner that Sonya put on, and she went out back with Miss Sheree Whitfield and said that Kandi is a hoe. She's been effed out in Atlanta. She said that her PUSSY is broke, and that's the reason why she has to date below the tax bracket. Now, why she said that, I don't know. Marlo claims that she's keeping her peach and everybody else's peach juicy. And I commend that. I mean, a little self-production ain't never hurt nobody. Kenya's done it. Drew is doing it. However, you have to do it in a more authentic way, babe. You just can't come for people for no reason. You look less than smart. How Wendy Williams say? It's giving less than smart. It's not really making a lot of sense. So yeah, so she's kind of walking that back on the Housewives Nightcap, and she basically says that, you know, she doesn't think that Kandi is a hoe. She doesn't think that Kandi is a whore, but she does believe that Kandi is experienced, which I feel like that's still calling her a whore without using the word whore. Now, one thing that she's not taking back is the fact that she's sticking by saying that Kandi dates below her tax bracket, and she feels as though, you know, she does it because Kandi wants to be in control. So y'all let me know how y'all feel about that situation. Do you think calling Kandi experienced instead of a hoe is even better? Girl, Marlo. With that also being said, what's her face? Kenya Moore Hair Care also did an interview with the Jasmine brand, which is kind of old, but I just got around to watching the whole thing. And it was quite interesting because she said that the season was an A-, which I think that's cap. She says it's her favorite season or the best season since she's been on, since season 5. I think that's total cap. I think maybe she thinks that in her brain because maybe she's a lot more lighthearted this season, and we got introduced to drunk Kenya and all of that other extra stuff. So maybe she had a fun time filming it. From a viewer's perspective, or at least in my opinion, definitely not the best season at all. The last time RHOA had a great season was season 11, but that's just me. Listen. She kind of went in. She didn't really go in, but she was kind of talking about Manietta and Fatum and Sonya, the newbies of the group. And she complimented them, but she also kind of shaded them at the same time. And if you watch it, you have to read between the lines. She basically said that she loves Manietta. She hangs out with Manietta in real life. And she says that Manietta is great, but then she also said that she's prone to being walked all over. Basically saying that on the show, Manietta really doesn't have a voice. And I've been saying this for weeks and for months, ever since Brooklyn's birthday party. I just kind of felt like Manietta, if you're going to be on the show, you kind of need a voice. You kind of need a backbone. You need a spine. You need to get in there and involve yourself in what the hell is going on. Why is it that you have a confessional and Fatum doesn't, but Fatum is more involved with what's happening with the ladies and you're not? I don't know if Manietta's, joining in on Jamaica and thinking, okay, this is just a vacation. I don't know if she thinks that Kenya's, daughter's birthday party is just Kenya's daughter's birthday party, but it's a lot more than that. We're filming a TV show, and newsflash, wake up call. You need to say something. You need to have an opinion. You need to pick a side. You got to do something. So Kenya says that Monietta is prone to being walked all over. She also says that she really likes Fatum as well, but when Fatum drinks too much, she does too much. And I agree with that as well. And I think that's pretty evident by the fact that she admitted to basically stealing Drew Sidora's purse, holding it hostage, and going through her stuff, which I thought was really interesting. Now, when she told that story, that shit was funny. That shit was funny. But it was wrong, because I don't think, I don't care if you think that that's great television. I don't care that you think that that's funny. My mind is automatically going to go to the worst thing, that you are in there taking pictures of all my cards. So I'm going to need you to simmer on down to the ground. And that's why Drew Sidora called New York and got Fatum banned from the group scenes. All right. And then Kenya also had an opinion about Sonia, says that she was rooting for Sonia at first. But of course, she doesn't really see it for Sonia anymore, because she feels like Sonia is walking this fine line of being a, participating in these double standards, because she got on Drew for what Drew was doing, I guess, to Sheree, but didn't get on Marlo for what Marlo was allegedly doing to Kenya. And she also feels like Sonia, was kind of antagonizing her when it came to the whole couples trip debacle. So, yeah. Listen, her opinion of Sonia, I kind of agree with, but I think it's a lot more layered than how Kenya is presenting it. I definitely agree with her when it comes to Fatum and Monietta, though. Fatum, it's giving drunk, but I love it. I want Fatum to be on the show. Monietta, it's giving you need a voice. Okay, how Nene said, Cynthia, did you find your voice yet? Anyways, what else did I want to talk about? I think that was it. Yeah, I think that's it for now. I'll be back later on tonight. I'm thinking about going live after the Real Housewives of Atlanta. So we'll see. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to create a great day.